What's going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. I would like to present to you content creator podcast host. This guy is killing it. His name is Ben Wasserman. Ben, thank you for joining me today. How are you, brother?
I'm doing great, Miguel, but I have to mention this. You are wearing an Ohio State shirt, and you know that I don't like Ohio State, but it's okay. It looks good on you. I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on. I'm pumped up to talk about whatever you want to know about me.
Two things. Number one, I did not know about that. And number two, I'm not an Ohio State fan.
All right, what are you? Are you a Penn State fan?
Now, Miami Hurricane.
Big win against Texas A&M.
Yeah, I'm the type of person that I just like to wear different types of team shirts and things like that, as long as the color and design and everything is good. But um but yeah, man, Miami Hurricanes, so far I'm happy for them. They play a terrific game against Texas A&M. But let's get to the nitty-gritty. When did this passion of sports, when did you fall in love with it? When did you knew that you wanted to get into sports media?
Oh, well, two questions there. Passion for sports my entire life. I grew up two older brothers, so sports was always a thing, whether it's playing in the front yard, wiffle ball, playing in the driveway in basketball, or doing something inside, wrestling each other, whatever it is. Sports was always in my life. I've always been a big time New York Jets fan, unfortunately, big time Yankees fan, and New Jersey Devils fan since 2012, but Yankees and Jets my whole life. Devils came a little bit later, and now Penn State. I started becoming a fan in 2019. And in 2019, I came to the Penn State Whiteout game. So that's a big reason why I'm at Penn State right now. But yeah, I've loved sports forever. And then the second question there, when did I know I was going to get into sports media? I kind of knew a few years before I actually started that I wanted to do stuff in the social media space because I would always watch YouTubers, whether that's Logan Paul or Roman Atwood. I used to watch him a ton, and I would always watch gaming YouTubers as well. And I always thought to myself, like, I want it would be sick if people would come up to me and be like, yo, I like your content, or just come up to me because they watch my videos and just talk sports. So I always knew that would be awesome. And then in 2020, when I was a freshman in college, I'm now a senior, so 4 years ago, well, three technically, but 4 grade years. I just started one day in December, big push from my girlfriend. She said, you should really do it. You're funny, you're entertaining. I think people would really enjoy your videos if you started making it. So one day I just said, all right, I'm gonna start. Why not? Because TikTok, it was a big thing back then, and it's even more of a big thing now. So I just started making videos talking about the Jets, talking about whatever sports betting I got into in 2020, not actually betting, but just giving out picks and learning about it. So I just started making videos every single day. I loved it. The views weren't always there in the beginning. I remember I made my first video and I checked an hour later how many views it got. It got 10 views, but it had like one comment, and I thought that was like insane and so cool. But I didn't really care about the views because I just liked posting, and it's the same thing right now. Like, I obviously like when the videos do well, but the bigger thing is like I just have a genuine passion for creating content, and I've been doing it ever since I started in 2020, and I love it.
I'm totally with you. I love creating content, so I'm totally with you, especially when it's the entertainment sports side. So I completely hear you on that. So my follow-up question is, how is it like to be in an institution like Penn State? I've heard of Penn State my entire life, so I just wonder, like, for the first time I'm talking to someone that actually goes there, how is it like?
Well, it is the best university on the planet. I'm actually on campus right now. This is what's called Com Radio Station. So that's a student-run radio club. So really, whatever you want to get involved in, if it's on the media side, if it's in dance, if you want to play sports, obviously the D1 and club. But the biggest reason why I say that Penn State is the best college ever, it's not because the partying, it's not because the campus is beautiful, but the number one reason why I say it's the best university is because it has the number one alumni network and the networking is so powerful. Basically every single week there's alumni that come, there's networking events. You could go on LinkedIn and find 1,000 people that went to Penn State and connect with them all. The networking is extremely powerful. And now, the other fun things, the campus is beautiful, the teams are amazing, and there's so much to do and get involved in. I do stuff here at the radio station. I also do stuff downstairs in the building that I'm in right now on the TV side. So whatever you want to do, Penn State has it, and the community is the best.
That's great. And networking is so vital. I love networking with fellow content creators and just sports people in general. So hopefully after this, we could make some content together to talk about any sports topics because that's what it's about. You have to. I always tell people you never know who's watching. You never know who's watching. You might think that you're not getting enough views, enough likes, but it's screw that. What matters is the people that you meet and the people that support you. So who knows? Sky's the limit. Let's see after this, we could make some content and just continue to build the networking relationship there. So
Yeah, for sure. I just want to say one thing off of that. You never know who's watching, and you never know what one conversation will lead to. You could have a conversation with a random guy that you meet at Dunkin' Donuts, but he can be best friends with the CEO at Best Buy, or you know what I'm saying here. You just never know.
yes, always gotta take advantage of those opportunities. Those small victories will lead to big things. So always celebrate small wins and network with people. Since you're a Jet fan, sorry about Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is one of my favorite quarterbacks of all time. I always tell people that, in my opinion, he is arguably the most talented quarterback I have ever seen in my lifetime. So it's unfortunate what happened to him. Very sad for him. But the Jets, that was a great ending to that Monday night game. So what are your thoughts about Aaron Rodgers and the Jets season so far? And what do
Yeah,
go ahead, take it from there.
yeah. I mean, well, I'll start off with Rodgers. Look, for the past 6 months, and I've spoke about this on my show. I talked about it on a TikTok video, and I've spoke about it with so many friends. For the past 6 months, it's been all Rodgers, and he's done everything perfectly. He wanted to be a Jet. Then he became a Jet, and he went to Broadway shows, Knicks games, Rangers games, US Open, everything. He was in New Jersey since he got traded. He didn't do that in Green Bay. He didn't show up to OTAs. He didn't look like he cared as much about the team and about his teammates, but he's done everything perfectly. When he ran onto the field on Monday night with the American flag on 9/11, it might have been the greatest Jets moment since they had those back-to-back AFC championship runs in 2010 and 2011, or it might have been 09 and 10. I got to look back on that, but might have been the best Jets moment in the past decade. And it had nothing to do with on-field play performance, but just that moment. He had all of New York City watching, and he had 20 million people on ESPN watching that. And then, of course, tears his Achilles. It's just awful, right? It makes me sick. Yesterday, I was really down in the dumps about it. I'm still down in the dumps, but nothing you can do about it. You just have to move on. I just feel so bad for Aaron because he's devoted so much time, so much energy into making his teammates, making him feel part of the team and helping his teammates, Garrett Wilson, and Zach, and everybody. It just really sucks. But this leads into my opinion on the Jets. They're still a very good team. But without Aaron Rodgers, I can't say that they can win the Super Bowl. With him, you can say that because he can compete and beat Mahomes, Herbert, Lawrence, Allen, others. Zach Wilson, I can't say can go into Arrowhead and beat Mahomes, or I can't say that he can beat him at home. But overall, the team is still great. That defense, you saw it on Monday and you saw it last year. That defense is a scary unit, probably right behind the 49ers and right with the Cowboys as to one of the best defenses in the NFL. And then on offense, I mean, Breece Hall, it was a monster. Garrett Wilson is a freak. He can catch everything. They still have a great team, but will Zach Wilson be able to make the throws and make the plays that the Jets offense is going to need him to make? We'll see. I still think they're going to make the playoffs, but I think their ceiling is make the playoffs and hopefully win one game. Overall, it just sucks on the injury, but Monday night's win was a lot of fun. I mean, you could only celebrate it for like 5 minutes, but Monday night's victory was a much needed victory. That was a lot of fun.
Jets do have an impressive defense. I like their defense. They're young and they're tough. They're still a good team, I agree. If I'm Zach Wilson, you had to step up. This is your golden moment. You were not guaranteed to start the season because of that bad man Aaron Rodgers. Now that he goes out for the season, this the most important season of your career, of your young career. You had to step up. You had to look at all the criticism. Look at all the naysayers and doubters that you, that has piled up on you. Use that as your motivation. I'm speaking as a Giants fan, but if I were him, that would put so much lit wood into that fire to say, you know what? I'm going to prove you guys wrong, that I am worth it. I am worth being the quarterback for this team.
Yeah, and two things off of that. Zach Wilson walked into MetLife Stadium on Monday night thinking he would not start a single game, not only this year, but next year as well. He thought he was going to be like Mr. Preseason for the next 2 years. Not easy to deal with mentally. Now he has the keys to the Ferrari. And you could look at it two ways. If you're Zach Wilson, you could be like, wow, this is well, you could look at it two ways if you're a fan, right? Damn, we have Zach Wilson. We can't succeed now. But Aaron Rodgers is still going to be around. He's not going to play quarterback, which sucks, but he will be at practice and be in Florham Park helping Zach most likely every single day. And that is a massive thing. And for the whole team, that's a massive thing because Aaron can look at the defense and be like, yo, Sauce, you should have read that route better. You should have been on that right hash mark instead of in the middle. Or he can be like, yo, Garrett Wilson, you got to come in and help your quarterback. Aaron Rodgers at 39 years old knows more football than maybe some NFL coaches do. It's a massive thing. So his injury sucks, but let's look at it a little bit on the positive side. I have trouble doing this, but he will still be there. And, he's going to help Zach a lot.
It's going to be very interesting to see the rest of the Jet season, how this will play out. But final question to you, man. Where can we follow you and your work?
Well, on TikTok is where I have my biggest following, and it's where I started it, the whole journey. That is at Ben the Sports Guy, so BEN, and then the Sports Guy, all one word. On Instagram, it's at ben.wasserman _, so BEN.WASSERMAN _. And then on Twitter, it is at Ben Wasserman, just how I spelled it before, and then the number 4. It should all be the same, but the names are all taken by now. So I apologize about that. But TikTok, Instagram, Twitter is where I spend most of my time. And then we talked about networking about 10 minutes ago. Just my name on LinkedIn. I love LinkedIn. Ben Wasserman, you'll find me there. And yeah, Miguel, if that's the last question, I had a great time. Thanks for having me on.
No problem, man. I'll put that information on the description on YouTube. But Ben, man, you know, being in school like an institution like Penn State, I wish you the best of luck, man. Keep killing it. Keep having that tenacity. Wake up every single day thinking that, this is the goal. Always keep your eyes on the prize. That's the best way I could put it. And I'm looking forward to a potential collaboration on doing content creating while any sports related topic. We're here to support each other, to network. And man, let's just keep grinding, man. Let's keep going. This is what we love. We love sports.
Let's go. You fired me up. I wake up every day and I say I'm going to win the day. I wake up every day, 6 a.m. I get to campus around 7:30. My friends call me crazy. But I say, you guys, we can't waste time. Time is a gift. Mikel, you fired me up. Let's go. We're
Let's
staying.
go. And I just gotta add one final thing now that you said that. The people who wake up early, those are the ones who are gonna succeed.
Yep.
Early birds, they succeed. So I'm happy to hear that. I'm on with you on the same page. So let's keep going, man. But Ben, I salute you. Thank you for everything, man. Keep going.
Yeah, thank you as well. And we'll definitely stay in touch. And to anybody that's watching this, we love you.